Hi guys, and welcome to another video on how to mod Skyrim. Well, today we are going to be talking about an essential tool called xEdit. Now, after talking with the developers of the program, I have learned the more accurate way of cleaning your files and the more recommended way, so that way it automatically does these problems. And notice that Loot will tell you which files are clean. However, I would suggest cleaning all your files anyway, even if they say they are not dirty, because Loot does not have all the information needed. And by cleaning all your files, even if it doesn't say there's a dirty edit, except for the ones that are marked do not clean with TS5Edit, should you not clean. Now, for example, we know that Guard Dialog Overhaul is a mod that says do not clean because it is meant to be that way. So we will not touch that, in which case it will not be touched. However, other mods, unless stated otherwise, are required to be touched, such as use, sleep, update, or basically any of your general gaming files. Well, you might ask me, why is your requirement to change your files, or why should you clean your files? Well, the reason behind this is because your cleaned files will run better and will reduce the amount of conflicts in the programming, because when one program is trying to override another program that's trying to override another program, it just gets more and more confusion, and it slows down the process for it to finally load the game. Now, when you have a lot of different plugins that are referencing the same item and constantly changing that item, it will cause what is known as a crash. In which case, those of you who have modded Skyrim before, and you will have multiple different types of crashes. There is the crash to desktop, and then there's the straight up computer crash, which does a blue screen of death. Now, for those of you who have just standard crashes, usually it is simply a mod that is in the wrong load order, in which case you have to know how to find these issues. Those of you who don't, I suggest going to the next mod, or the next video that I am going to be having up, which will address load order. And then there's the manual load order, and then there's the sorting load order, and then there's just the simple, you just got to know how you're doing it, load order, and how to set up your load order. So, let's go ahead and get into TS5Edit. Those of you who are new to the game, please be sure to follow this video exactly as much as possible. And for those of you who know how to use this, go ahead and skip to the auto clean section, which is timestamped below. Alright, so let's begin. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the TS5Edit. And you're going to right click, select none. Now, for those of you who are brand new to this, you are more than likely not have ever touched your files, so you're going to want to click Update. And as you can see, as I click different ones, it will show you what exactly I need for each one. So we're going to go ahead and just do this one, since apparently when I double clicked it decided, hey, we're going to go ahead and use this one. So we're going to go ahead and let it do the background load order. It's going to take a minute. Okay, so as soon as it's done, we will finish it. It'll go through the process here, and it says backloader order finished. So alright, so now we can start messing with things. So I'm going to first see options, news. There was something that we're talking about. Okay, I don't have to ask them again what they were looking for, or what they were asking about, but that's fine. So, in order to clean this, one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to right click, you're going to hit Apply Filter for Clean, and it's going to show you that. So please be sure to allow for some time, and I'm going to skip this part of the video so that way we ain't got to sit here and wait for hours and hours on end. Yep, I'm kidding, it don't take hours, it might take like a few minutes for it to apply the clean. Oh, never mind. Took 18 seconds. Alright, so now now that it's done, so you're going to go right click, and then you're going to hit remove identical to masters, which is also known as ITMs, which is what is seen on loot. When you do so, it's going to pop up this little warning, and it says you're about to edit the module file. You're going to select, you can either say, let me think about it some more, which in case if you accidentally click the wrong one, you're going to click out. So you're going to click that and say no. But we know that this is the one we want, so we're going to click yes, I'm absolutely sure. Now, because this is manual, it is showing that right here is what it is showing. It's saying removing identical to masters, records done. Process records is this many, and it says number records removed is this many, and the last time was 0 seconds. That is for manual cleaning. For some reason, I don't know where it is in this to change it. However, this is what I know for the standard manual. It is not correct because it is correct for right now because I've already cleaned this file. But we're going to clean a different file here in a minute. So this is 0. So here, I'm going to go ahead and grab a different file. So this way I can compare them to each other. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and open this one, and then we're going to open this one as well. Now this second one that you saw me open is set up to where it is to be done automatically. Let's go ahead and click. Let's see here. One thing that everybody uses. Let's go to ETAC, which is guess we're going to ETAC. Alright, so this is manual cleaning. So we're just going to go ahead and let it run. We're going to go ahead and run it. It's going to automatically pop up all of its requirements. Oh, and just for those of you who don't know how to install this correctly, ETAC does have an issue with not extracting the resources.esm correctly. So there is a guide for that, so I will post that into the link down below and give credit to the person who already done it, and that way y'all can have a accurate video on how to find these things, and because that way it saves not only me some time, but it also gets them some credit, and just so that way everyone is happy. That way everyone knows what they're doing. So right click, apply filter for cleaning. I'm going to leave that one alone for right now because I'm going to show y'all the difference in this entirely, because once I do one and if I do the other at the same time, you won't see the difference. So we're going to do one video first, and then we're going to show you the second video and how to get the second, not the second video, but the second program, and how to get that one set up to do it for you, which it should be doing automatically. Which it should do for you with it. Like I've talked to the developer and be like, hey, can we not just go ahead and have this set up that way instead of like some reason, I don't know. Alright, so as you can see, it is now ready. So there's two different ones here we could technically do. We could do that one and then this one. But we're going to go ahead and do the ETAC complete because that's the one that I'm worried about. So we're going to go remove the identical to master and click yes. So as you can see, it says 0 has been done, 0 has been 0 seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this other one. So you can actually edit what you want to. So I'm going to hit complete here and click OK. Because it's going to go ahead and automatically choose all of its master files that it's got on record. It shows what it needs and shows what it's referencing. So so now as you can see, I didn't have to do any of the apply for filter, apply for cleaning, remove identical masters. It's automatic, which basically saves you like 30 seconds more time or whatever, how much time it took me to do that. If you're used to where everything's at, it takes very less time, but still. So you saw that there was 0 ITMs and there was 0 disabled records, blah, blah, blah. So this is where we are going to see whether or not the person who created this properly done so. And hopefully whoever updated this is paying attention to and is using TS5 Edit in order to clean their files, and if they're just doing it themselves. I'm not entirely sure. This is where I am playtesting and I am contacting the developers, like the people who created these mods themselves, and to make sure that these items are actually in there is dirty, or if they are meant to be there. Because if they are meant to be there, then you do not want to touch them. You do not want to clean the files. You do not want to. You want to make sure that these files are in the exact mode. And just so y'all know that whenever you do something with TS5 Edit, there is a save for it in the TS5 Edit folder. So when I go to my folder that I have my TS5 in, so I'm going to go to my desktop here, I have TS5 here. So as you can see, that these are my edit scripts. Oh, nope, that's not it. It's going to be my data folder. So games, nope, computer, Steam, Steam apps, comments, Skyrim, data. Alright, so if I'm correct, there should be backups. So you're going to type up backup. See, TS5 edit backups. And here's all of the items that I have already previously cleaned. So as you can see, there's a lot of different update ESMs that have been backed up. That's only because of the fact that I have re-downloaded just for the make sure that I got everything correct. So this is the one that I'm actually concerned about, is the official. There's only 2 extra ups, but that's fine. So as you can see, this just removed a total of 220 identical to masters that the original manual did not do. Now, this could have been made. This could have been meant for this. It might not have been, but these are what causes issues. Is when there is so many things referencing or has the same information as the other one, is the exact same information, and it's trying to re-upload that information into the same game. And it basically just adds more time to your downloads when it has the same amount of stuff. It's trying to like, oh, well, look, we need this one, it's this. It's the same information. It hasn't changed. So hopefully all this information is going to be removed, which it has been already, and it's been saved, and it's been backed up. It gets backed up and saved 3 times. 1 for each process. Okay, so as you can see, it has completely removed the 220. It has not removed anything, so it has, on its first scan, it removed 220 items. So now this is a fully cleaned item compared to 0. So there was 220 items that it was referencing to these that it just didn't show in the manual. Pretty impressive, honestly, and kind of shocking, because you would think that when you do the first clean, you're like, oh, it's all clean, we didn't show anything. No. So let's show y'all how to create the proper TS5. Now, as you can see, I've created a shortcut of the same program. It is the exact same, except for the properties. So in this case, my TS5 edit, if I right-click and I click properties, TS5 edit, blah, blah, compatibility, security, details, compatibility, no, general, advanced, cancel. Alright, so this is my compatibility. This is all my general information for this. So that's 4.1. Now I'm going to right click this one and click properties. This is different because it's a shortcut. Some people don't realize that shortcuts are fun because it makes them do things they normally wouldn't do. So in this case, you're going to want to go to your right click in your properties, and then you're going to type in or add or copy paste this. I'm going to put this down below on what you need to do. Or copy and paste this, and right click, copy, and paste this that I have highlighted, the quick auto clean, to the very end of your program, and then click OK. Well, apply and then OK, or OK, one or the other. So then that is how you get it to properly clean files. It will automatically save, so you will not have to do the right. So when I close out of it, it's not going to ask me to save. It's not going to ask me to do anything else like that. And that is what you're going to want to do for your cleaning the files. Now that I know, and now every time that I find something that has a issue like that, so I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to Nexus Mods. I'm going to go to my Nexus Mods real quick, just because I want to make sure if this person knows about it. So I'm going to look up ETAC. Well, actually, that is Expanded Towns and Cities, which is ETAC. And I'm going to find my the person who... Actually, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to Control F, and I'm going to find clean. So there's no clean. TS5, not there. Okay, so there is no reference to it on its main description. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click their name. Miss Gina B, thank you very much for your item, and I'm going to contact you. Hopefully you will see this video and you will like it and subscribe. And if not, awesome too. So we're going to send her a video. I've already sent a couple of emails to people who I have tried to contact. I have actually gotten a conversation back. So let's go take a look at this. Alright, so made 2 files dirty. Which plugin is being cleaned? Current SP or another N2 plugin, and what is the package source of this plugin? Original TS5, special edition, the main package source files, and download. So as you can see, more than likely, if you send these files, most of these files are probably going to be done. So I'm going to send an email or a message to this person in order to let them know that this is what's going on, this is what's being shown up, and how they do it. Because in this case, they might actually have meant for it to have it a part of their programming instead of it being removed. And that's why the backups are so important. Because if you don't have your backups, then you will more than likely have to reinstall the mod itself, which is just more of an inconvenience than it is an issue, because all it's really doing is stopping your game from loading that mod. Big whoop. All you gotta do is just know which ones you have updated, and if you do have to change, so let's go to my data and TS5 backups. Okay, so for example, let's say for example I want to change this Adal Matar, and I want to change it to my original. So what I'm going to do is I will right click and I will copy it, simply because I want to, and then I'm going to go back to my data. I'm going to right click and put it back on here, and then I will change it out. So I will right click and I will paste. And then I'm going to reorganize the names just because, there we go. So as you can see, there's an amar.esp and then there's backup. So what I do, if I want to put my backup as my main file again, I'm going to see, as you can see, I dropped down a few kilobytes from the clean. But let's say if I want to put it back. So I'm going to right click it and I'll rename it. And I'll take off everything after the .esp. And then it will ask you if you want to replace it. And you can say yes. So I'm going to say no because I don't want it on this file. So I'm going to remove that since I don't need it anymore. I've cleaned my thing. I'm good. So that's how you will find whether or not you want to, how to fix it, how to put it together, and that's basically how you clean and get everything all settled. I hope And then of course make sure that you contact the person who it is that owns the mod in case if it was meant to be a part of it. And if it was, redo your backup. If it wasn't, guess what? You just helped them fix their own mods. So always references, always helpful, always try to be as informative as possible. And if y'all have any other information for me, please let me know. I am going to put the Discord link down below for in case you have issues with the mod itself. or TS5 Edit. If you have problems with TS5 Edit, please contact the developers. I will try to keep in contact with the developers and give you all the most accurate information on how to do something. I am definitely suggesting to do the shortcut version because it is what is recommended, and it's stated that it should be the #1 way to clean. So please be sure to do the shortcut method. In quotations there, shortcut. It's not really shortcut, it's the required, I guess you should say, the #1 reason and #1 recommended way to clean your files. Other than that, I hope y'all have a very good afternoon, good Happy New Year, and enjoy y'all's time of the year. And good luck with those of you who are going back to college.